I'd like to move on to rather call upon our panelist, Ms. Nusrat Jahan, to present her lecture. Nusrat, madam.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the floor to give my presentation. I will start by sharing my screen.
You'd like to share the screen?
Yes, I think I have sharing the screen. Okay, so I will just start my presentation. So our respected keynote, she has given us a very good presentation. Soft skills and interpersonal skills, these are buzzwords nowadays. So I'm talking about what are interpersonal skills in my presentation. So what are interpersonal skills? Here we can see two job advertisement, and in both of them, they have wanted good interpersonal skills. So why does employees want good interpersonal skills or their candidates? Here are some words: clear communication skills, building, networking, mentoring. Words. I'm sure that all of us has read this word or noticed this word whenever we have seen a job advertisement. So the employers look for in their employees. So interpersonal skills or people skills or soft skills, employability skills, they are actually the traits that we need to interact and communicate with others. So interpersonal skills shows how we have learned to handle certain social situations, and it's critical to develop, interpersonal skills to build one's career. Here are some examples of interpersonal skills: empathy, networking, and there are some others like motivation, active listening, dependability. I will be talking a bit about the types of interpersonal skills. So here we can see there are some variations of interpersonal skills. There are some different types of interpersonal skills that we need to develop. Formal communication is when we don't use words but we communicate. Listening skills, when we practice listening actively. Negotiation, when we try to reach a mutually agreed pact. What we and how and why we say or communicate. Problem solving is how we define a problem or we try to solve it. Decision making is how we go through different options and choose the best one. Assertiveness is how you use your own beliefs, values to other people in a confident way. So why is interpersonal skills needed? Why we need? So here we can see that communication skills cover oral, written, and non-verbal. And here we can see how interpersonal skills created in each and every part of the communication skills. So it's very important to develop interpersonal skills because we have to interact, build a network with other people. It's essential for networking and career development. And whenever you apply for any job, the employees will look for this skill. So how do we develop interpersonal skills? We'll be talking about it in here. The first thing that we have to cultivate a positive outlook. So how do we cultivate a positive outlook? Of course, in our life, we can be upset or stressed about or sad about something. But what we have to do that we cannot let it affect our work. Rather than we have to try to find a positive and beyond that. Second is control your emotions. So of course our workplace is not a place to be emotional. We feel emotional or when we're angry or irritated or depressed. We have to try to express ourselves in a calm and patient manner. Acknowledge others' expertise is a very good point that you can do to build network among your teammates or colleagues. So what you can do is you can appreciate their expertise and you can give their credit where the credit is due. Another very important is to practice empathy. So what is empathy? Empathy means understanding how people feel. So when you understand how people feel, it will help you communicate your thoughts. And aside to that, it will help you understand others when they communicate. Find one good trait in every co-worker. If a colleague's personality clashes completely with your own, you have to try to find out at least one good trait in that co-worker so that you don't end up in a negative way or negative result. Practice active listening. You have to practice active listening. So what is practice listening, or how we can practice active listening, is when someone is speaking to you, you should contact with the speaker. You can nod your head and repeat what he or she says in your own words. In that way, you will be able to recall the conversation. Be assertive. So be assertive is very important because you have to be confident in your ability, and you don't have to be afraid to express your needs. Maintain your relationships. You have to try to enlarge your circle of friends or former colleagues. So you can set up a meeting and build up your network. So when you have this connection, it helps advance in your career. Become self-aware. Self-awareness is very important. Because that way you know your strengths, limitations, actions, and understand how these affect others around you. So when you know yourself, you will be able to act more thoughtfully. Respect other thoughts and opinions. So you have to learn other thoughts and opinions. Even if you disagree with their opinion, you can courteously let them speak first, and then you can express your opinion later. So here are some skills that are noted, or you can see the pictures here that say the professional effort. So what we have discussed so far is presented here. Here are the resources that I have used to make this presentation. Thank you.